Today we are going to be checking out two of the best possible decks for this week's Faction Booster. We've got Magic Council for this week's Faction Booster, which means that both Meteor as well as Bruiser are super strong, right? So we're going to be checking out two really high accounts battling it out. I'm not going to say who's going to win, who's going to come out on top, but it's high-level gameplay that we're going to be showing off, reacting to. Guys, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We're going to be jumping right into a game here of a replay that I found on the Battle History, whatever, Arena 6, 7, something like that. That is showcasing two of the better decks for this week's Faction Booster. So this week's Faction Booster, Magic Council, right? We've got, what is it? I forget what the thing is. Bruiser versus Meteor. So a couple of different decks. Both of these players have 3,000, 3,500 plus crit. And they're playing very different play styles. So I thought this would be a really cool opportunity to kind of sit back, react to how they're playing these decks, because I was going to say I don't have either of these cards, or I was going to say I don't have one of these cards, and both of these cards, Meteor as well as Minotaur, as well as Frost, and as well as Witch, and as well as Bruiser, all five of those cards, I believe, I have them at level 9 with the first talent. So you're not really able to see the true power of any of those cards, right? When I have them at level 9. So we're rocking Bruiser. Let's talk about what we've got for talents. So Awakening Rage, merging and increasing ranks near Bruiser gives a Clover. So you're trying to build those Clovers, takes 4 to get to the next one. We're going On My Treat. When collecting a Clover with a 10% chance of collecting a Clover leaf, a Bruiser hurls a mug that leaves a puddle that reduces the monster's armor. It also increases mana. Pretty cool. Pow. 5% chance the Bruiser will deliver a Pow punch when attacking a boss or mini-boss. Such punch does 500% of the Bruiser's attack damage. And Knockout. We've seen Knockout. It's with bosses too, right? Knockout's crazy. The first Bruiser will appear as a... Oh, wait, never mind. I was totally wrong. Wait, hold on. Stand by. As a ringleader. As long as there's a ringleader on the battlefield, the Bruiser will have a 5% chance. Oh, we clearly were rocking the Shaman Pocket Curse enhancement. I was going to say enhancement and enchantment at the same time, which I guess that works. Enchantment. But okay. It will jump to the most powerful monster on the path, will instantly kill it. If there are no ringleaders on the battlefield, a random Bruiser will low merge rank, will become the ringleader in 30 seconds. Very cool. So the ringleader right now was Frozen. That was the one that we're rocking with. Meteor, I'm not going to go through all the Meteor talents because we should know most of them. Burning Comet, Apocalypse, and then Minotaur, the important one, is Berserker Might rather than Berserker... I wish I was cool and knew what the other one was, but... One does earthquakes, one doesn't. Berserker Mode, the damage caused by earthquakes. So this is the one that does earthquakes. A little bit of damage, a little bit of slow. Very cool. Both these decks really fun. So let's take a peek at their equipment. Level 12 Sturdy Staff, as well as a 16 Chainmail. Chainmail? No one ever runs Chainmail. Affects the damage of other players' units. You know what? I honestly didn't even realize that. I didn't even know that's what Chainmail did, but okay. And then for ours, I really wish, especially if we're watching a replay, I really wish we were able to show what our equipment was. But we're also rocking the Gift of the Raven Witch talent, and he's going to be rocking Chains of Ice. So he's doing increased slow for his board rather than the toxic prevent you from getting mana talent. So pretty interesting right here. I think this is a really cool battle, and I really wish we could see what my equipment was. If I had to guess, I'd say we have Mage Robes, because it looks like we're having our opponent's having a little bit of a tough time with mana, to where that would be the reason. Maybe not. Maybe he's not spamming for one reason or another. Maybe he's not even here. Has he done anything in a little bit? No, he's there. Okay, he merged. He merged, so that's all that matters. I hope everybody is having a fantastic morning. We are. We're hanging out. Oliver could not be closer to me right now. Just off camera shot. Sleeping away. Oh, he's so cute. Hey, buddy. I need to get an Oliver cam at some point. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Like the video. Leave a comment down below. And if you're going to be making any in-game purchases, the best way to support the channel is by going through My Games and using code BEACH. Okay, if you guys go through My Games, you get a 10% discount on the premium pass, and you also get a 10% increase in crystals as well as gems. And it's totally free to use my code, but it helps support the channel and enables me to continue making the content that you guys enjoy so much. Link is in the description for where to go to get to My Games, as well as how to use My Games, and a walkthrough that I made a while ago on how to use my code and how to get there and how to do everything, because it can be a little complicated. But if you guys are intimidated, follow the link in the description and don't be. And leave me a funny message. Leave me something. I always love reading those messages. It's one of two things, almost always. Maybe let's say one of three things. It's either you guys leaving me a funny message or a joke, you guys showing your support, or you guys saying hi. All three I appreciate, right? But here we go. Okay, so we've got our Bruiser. Remember, we're also rocking the Gift of the Raven Witch. So we really want to try and get witches next to Bruisers, which we don't have at all. We're also rocking swords. Sword, of course, has been ranked down. We actually do have a rank 3 sword, so it makes it a little bit better. I think sword at rank 3, or sword at 13, 15, maybe even 11, might still be worthwhile, to where sword at 9 is really, really tough to play. Sword with no talents after that nerf, very, 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 very tough to play, right? Because you're just not going to be boosting your units that you wish the way you wish that you could, or the way you knew that you could previously, right? So it's just a little bit more challenging here. But now we finally got, I can't point to it because now my hand goes behind the screen. But now we've got a witch, actually, and a rank 3 that witch, and a rank 3. Now we've got a rank 4. Just going to turn it down a little bit. You guys probably can't hear it anyway. I'm working on that still. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever hear the gameplay. I'm curious. Ever since I changed microphones, this one's much nicer to pick up my voice. Sometimes I'm still a little bit too close to it. Let me know if I do that as well. But the other microphone would pick up like the room sound, which I didn't like, obviously. But it would also pick up the game sound a little bit. And now this one doesn't. So I'm working to try and get that and go into a little bit different there. We got a pocket curse. We got another pocket curse. I wonder if we've got 2 or 3 pocket curses as enchantments. I'm really curious. We'll have to see. Little whistle there. You guys hear that? Okay. And, okay, so we've got a rank 4, a rank 5 Bruiser, a couple of rank 4 Harlequins. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't turned those Harlequins into Bruisers. I would have already, but maybe he understands. Maybe he's going to do Dryads. If he's not turning them into Bruisers, he might as well turn them into Dryads. Oh. So he turned one of them into a Dryad, one of them into a Bruiser. I wonder what differentiated the two. That's really interesting. I mean, I'm curious because maybe getting a high-ranking Bruiser without the Clovers doesn't actually help you. Doesn't actually do anything, to where it's more beneficial to get Dryads. I probably would have used those Harlequins to turn at least probably both of them, probably that rank 5, certainly, into a Bruiser rather than into a Dryad, but we shall see. He's merging things out. He did have Pocket Curse. He's getting frozen by my Frost. He's getting bothered by my Sword. Actually, Sword really doesn't do anything to Meteors. And it's always so interesting playing against a Meteor deck because you really don't know where you're at. Meteor is going to sit around, hang around, be around until Kingdom Come. And look at the two mugs next to each other. Can I, like... Oh, it's the other way. Why is this so difficult? Oh, it's because it's mirrored. I don't know. But yeah, Meteor is just going to be around forever until it's not, right? It's either it's going to be absolutely fine or it's going to be totally in trouble. And right now, he looks pretty fine. I'm not even going to say who wins. You guys don't even know. But 8 seconds. We're now... little choke. Sorry. We're now into the double bosses. Look at how much he just cleared at the very end there. So it's 4 mil versus 3.8 mil, which is very, very similar. Finally, Pocket Curse didn't fire, but let's see. There's Pocket Curse. There's another one. Wow. It must be... He must have more than one Pocket Curse. My guess would be 2, maybe even 3, because he... We've had that spam almost every single time to where typically it doesn't fire every time. I would say maybe 1 out of every 3 times you kill a boss. So pretty cool right there. But we've got a 7 stack, 11 stack, 12 stack, and a 9 stack on our bruisers for clovers. How many clovers they've had. We've also got 19 merges on our witches. But again, now we've got another witch there. We don't have a ton of nicely placed witches. We do have one there that's touching a rank 6, 4, and 5, but the 5 doesn't have any stacks. And I guess it is also touching the Ringmaster, which is the most important one to have, right? But this is super cool. I don't think I've seen this exact deck with these exact talents from the Meteor player. Probably not even this Bruiser player, but these are a couple of really, really cool Magic Council decks. And let me know in the comments, what decks are you guys playing for this week's Magic Council? And what is your best cards? Because for me, I really don't have... Look at the POW. That was brutal. I really don't know. Wow, and he rocked Mermaid, so that Apocalypse would have hit our rank 6. Bruiser, but because we had Mermaid, nothing happened. Let's see. Is the Meteor in trouble or not? I don't really know. 1 mil to go through, and then they just get evaporated. That's why Meteor's so crazy, dude. It looked like he was in so much trouble. I don't know at all how much mana our opponent has, and you won't know, right? It looked like he was in so much trouble, and he wasn't. But yeah, that rank 6 was going to get hit, but because of Mermaid, it got protected. High-ranking Mermaid is so crazy as well. Look at this though. Oof. Put your bets down below. Who's in the lead? I would have to say I would think Bruiser's winning right now. I mean, we're outputting an absurd amount of damage. And now we've actually got some nicely placed witches, and he got rid of that witch. I don't blame him because the merge is great to merge witches, but you definitely want to have at least one witch on that Ringmaster. But look at this. 2 seconds. Does he have anything to merge? Wow. So 71 mil. I mean, honestly, 71 mil could be a lot worse. 71 down to 40. Down to 16 and 20. And what is it? Is it Bedlam and King Pudding? He's already taken out the Bedlam. I almost thought he didn't for a second, but it's hard to tell. And he's absolutely fine. And now we've got a 10 stack on our Ringmaster, who's also a rank 6 and 15 clovers. That's definitely the most clovers I've ever seen. I'm going to take a little screenshot there because that's going to be a good little picture. That's pretty sweet. I might even take another one. That's fine. We'll show off that one Ringmaster. 2 million on the Vortex over there. We did end up taking it out. Absolutely battle. And we're now into 3 bosses. Oh my goodness. And it looks like this guy at the top of the screen, it has YouTube at the end. I don't know Russian. I think those are Russian letters, right? But if you know or don't know who that guy is, go check him out. I'm not going to put a link in the description. I have no idea who he is. I'm not going to take the time to try and type that into my keyboard because I've never even seen those letters before. But go check him out if you guys understand what that is. We got Monkey King, Warlock, and what the heck is that in the back? 54 mil, 40 mil, 30 mil, 24, 18, 12, 9, gone. Warlock and Virus. But Virus, I don't know. Is Virus brutal against Warlock? I feel like it's not bad. Now it's just Warlock. Or Virus brutal against Meteor. Sorry, not Virus brutal against Warlock. 73 million. It all comes down to how much mana do you have. 45, 41. This is crazy, dude. 21. Can we take it out? 12, 6, 1. And we're still going. Nobody's taken a hit yet. This is crazy. What an absolute battle of a game. Now we've got Puppeteer, Virus, and Tamer. Bruiser's still outputting an absurd amount of damage. Remember with Mermaid not only shields you, and not only if you have a unit that doesn't have a shield and it gets hit, it can give you a shield, but Mermaid is also boosting you. It's also giving you attack damage, attack speed. We'll have to look at what all the boosts are for Mermaid. I only have a level 1. I wish I had a high level Mermaid. I'd probably rock it a lot more, especially now that all the talents that cleanse are being nerfed, making Mermaid even stronger nowadays. I feel like that wave was super short. 60 mil versus 140 mil. Bruiser outputting just a crazy amount of damage. We got rid of Virus right there. And our opponent took out... We should probably get rid of that Virus, right? Might as well. He had a Mime and a Minotaur to merge that Virus and decided not to do it. I definitely think I would have made that play, because then it's just one fewer things that we're going to have to worry about. But now we are going to have to worry about it. I know Virus, it's not super important against Meteor. It's a little bit more important against Minotaur. But hey, I digress. These guys are a much higher account than I am, way further on the ladder than I am, but I can still critique. I can still criticize. You can put a comment down below like, dude, they're way farther in the ladder than you're ever going to be. I agree, but it doesn't mean that they play perfectly, right? 150 versus 327 million. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Still triple bosses. We got to see what the damage is at the end of this. Warlock took out a beefy one, 325 mil. There's no way we can take all this stuff out. We've got nothing left. We must be out of mana because our board is empty. We're getting hit left and right by Warlock. There's the first hit of the game. We don't have anything that we can merge, and this is gonna be a GG. 4,600 crit versus 3,500 crit. Hit him with a GG. He hit me with a GG. Let's pretend that everybody was a good sport. 20 Mari. 4,500 crit. We've got Pocket Curse, Dragon Hunting there. And we've got a level 10 Mermaid. Very, very good. Max Mage Robes. We knew, right? Generosity, and Pocket Curse, which is really interesting. We kept saying we thought he had more than one Pocket Curse. This one Pocket Curse was able to really affect. It was triggering a lot. And let's just take a peek at the Mermaid talents really quickly, right? So upon activation, the unit receives a temporary magic bubble, providing protection against one negative effect and increases the unit's damage. If this unit is merged, the bubble will pass to the other ones. We all know that, right? I have that ability from my Mermaid at a level 1. But then we've got Hidden Defense. When a unit receives a bubble, it remove any of its negative effects. A unit will also periodically receive a bubble when a negative effect is applied. That's really good. And then the last one, Power Surge. A unit in a bubble will increase its attack speed. So it is exactly what I said. It is damage and attack speed and protection and everything. Let's look at the damage. We ended up doing 2.6 billion where our opponent did 2 billion. If we were able to take out all of those bosses at the end there, all 3 of those bosses, we would have been up near 3 billion at the end of that wave. But very, very cool. Max Bruiser, Max Meteor, Max Frost, Max Minotaur. Minotaur ended up doing about 500 billion. And exclusively 2.6 billion done on our side, all of which done by Bruiser. What do you think? Is Bruiser going to get a nerf in one of the next balancing changes? Because that looked pretty brutal. They've got more than 1,000 crit on us and arguably better equipment. This really makes me wonder if both Mermaid is going to see a nerf as well as Bruiser seeing a nerf. I don't think Witch is super strong anymore. I don't think Sword is super strong anymore. But that really makes me think. I know Meteor's kind of in a weird place. Minotaur's kind of in a weird place. Frost is also. Mari had her day. You see it less and less. But fellas, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of these reaction replay videos. Make sure that you guys are using code BEACH in the My Games shop, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.